Yo, what's up? I have not made a video in a while. Been pretty busy with stuff and whatnot, but YouTube pretty much told me that I had to make a video or else I lose my partner or whatever. So, whatever. I do have a lot of things to make videos on that I want to talk about with Melee, but today I just want to kind of ramble about a mix-up in Fox Falco. Like, there's going to be no real structure to this video or anything, but I think there will be good information in it and good information on like what mix-ups actually are and like how to play them, how to know how you're getting value out of them, things like that. But yeah, so I picked up Falco in February, I think, of this year. So now after playing this matchup from both ends, it's kind of clear to see certain mix-ups that I was either not playing before or I was unaware of from Fox's end, and now I can see them when I play Fox's too. And the one I'm going to talk about today is Fox's double up tilt on shield. It's something that my Fox does a lot, and I really have never been punished for it, like really hard, or it's something that I kind of just assumed was safe. I never really put any thought into it until I started playing Falco. And I think there is like a strong mix-up to be played from Falco's end there, because usually when I would do it as Fox, either my double up tilt would go unpunished, or I would get like a good trade in my favor if Falco would try and challenge it, or something like that. But it was never like an instant counter, at least what it felt like. So let me... Which one am I? Okay, so let me just record double up tilt, shield, whatever. Okay, so that's usually what happens when I fight Falcos, is when I double up tilt, this trade happens a lot, where they shield it, and they try and down air it out of shield, and then it's usually a bad trade for Falco, because you are just going to get up tilted again. It can be a good trade if percents are different. Say if Falco is at 0% here, and Fox is at 40. I mean, we can just here. How about this? I'll just show you. Okay, so playback, but let's change the percents. CPU, let's put Fox, at 40. Let's put Falco at 0. That's better for Falco. So that's a spot where the double up tilt is not as good for Fox, because Falco will have like a better reward for going for that trade. So it's important to know when you want to risk getting up tilted if it's like in your favor or whatever. But going back to the percents like that I was talking about, this percent where it's like evenish percents, but Fox still benefits more from this because he doesn't get knocked over by the down there and you get popped up from the up tilt. What was I going to say? Anyway, that's usually what happens when I do it, or when Falco's trying to counter it. But what I want to show you today is Falco's like true counter to double up tilt, and then we'll go into all the mix-ups surrounding it and what you can do. So, the best way to true counter it is to simply just like short hop in place and then drift into Fox. Because when you do that, you'll like avoid the first up tilt, just because, I don't know, Falco's skinny enough to avoid it, but also able enough to drift into Fox and whatnot. And I think this is by far his strongest counter to it, which is good, because like if you know the Fox is going to double up tilt and you want to get a punish, like you don't want to settle for, I don't know what, you don't want to settle for that. Like if you know they're going to double up tilt, you do not want to settle for that, right? That's not that good. I've seen people do that. That's hard. And like again, like these punishes like just aren't as good, right? Um, but yeah, this is like how I like to punish double up tilt, and it's really funny when you find like when you run into a Fox player who like thinks that double up tilt is just safe because they just do it all the time, right? Um, and the reason like why this works is because the first up tilt, Falco's up tilt is so strong on his grounded up tilt is that it like literally pushes you away, so you're outside of range to jump in place or whatever, and then hit him. But like I would say be careful if you're close, like really really close, because I don't think it works. Yeah, you'll get hit, right? But the thing is, if you're really close, then you can shield grab it. You can up smash it out of shield. I guess if you're close, you can actually just down air it. Okay, yeah, if you're close, you can actually just down air it. That's good to know. I didn't know that, honestly. But usually, like, the up tilts that I see are usually spaced like this, or like they're forced to be spaced just because it pushes you back so far. But that's the direct counter to double up tilt with shield. Now we can get into the whole like mix up, because obviously Fox can just do something different, right? Like, you know, we can't just do that forever, and if Fox were to just do that, right? Like, he can up tilt and dash away and whip punish you, right? That is a part of the mix up. And I think now that you know that, like now that you're aware of the mix up, you can use your other mix ups. You can just freaking, you can laser here, right? If you still want to play a mix up, you can wave dash at them. I still think doing the short hop is like a good way to set up, because I don't think you can react to double up tilt, but it still puts you in a position to where you can like laser it, the dash away or whatever. So that's still like if you are choosing to engage in the mix up, meaning if you think he's gonna up tilt and dash away, or if he's gonna up tilt and up tilt again. I think those are two pretty good ways at dealing with those two mix ups. Up tilt, dash back, up tilt, up tilt. Now there are other things Fox can do, of course. Fox can up tilt, delay up tilt, but you have to remember that like up tilt, delay up tilt is going to lose to your immediate down air out of shield. Fox can also do up tilt shine, up tilt back air, things like that. Let's see. So you know, so Fox can do that shine. The shine might get hit by the down air sometimes, hard to say. This back air though is gonna hit if you do your delayed like down air out of shield or whatever. And again, some ways to deal with that: doing the immediate down air. The immediate down air isn't going to be as good if they're not at knockdown percent. So I actually think like up tilt back air is a pretty good way to deal with it. But you will like lose to things like that, like way dash back, and now you're in lag after that, or you know. But I still think there are ways to like disengage with this mix up if you don't want to play it at all. Like if you're just like, I don't know if he's gonna up tilt twice. I don't know if he's gonna up tilt back here. I don't know if he's gonna dash back. Too much for me to handle. I don't know what he's gonna do. Like you can, I'm pretty sure you can disengage with it in a lot of ways. You can roll away. You can wave dash away. Full hop away. I think full hopping away is a really good one. And just resetting. So that's all up to you on if you want to play the mix up or not. But I do think it is very important to be aware that there's a mix up, because I feel like in Melee, where if you're doing something and your opponent doesn't know it's a mix up and you're just doing the same thing every time and you're not punishing it, then like that's an exploit. That's like how you can just beat someone like very easily without doing much because they're just unaware of a mix up. They think it's like a true thing or whatever, right? So like foxes will do things like this where, wow, I actually got it. I actually true combo that. Sometimes foxes are late on this drill and they'll do that. They just commit to that. So it's like, yes, I could play this in a way where I never engage in the mix-up, and every time I just disengage. That's fine. But if I notice that the fox is doing this, and it's like, well, wait a second. I have a counter. A pretty big counter to stopping him from doing that like silly up tilt over and over again. I want to play this mix-up. So that's just the way I view it. Like, I think if you have like an answer to something, you know they're gonna do it, then you can engage with it if you want to. But I don't know. That's just my take on it. I also think the laser is a pretty safe way to deal with it. Just short hopping in place and doing the laser. Because if he dashes back, the laser's going to hit him. If he does the up tilt, the double up tilt, the laser's also going to hit him. You might not get a true combo, but you're going to have laser advantage close up against Fox, and I think that's really good. Right, so let's see. Right, like... Oh, we should do the laser a bit higher, I guess. I don't know how that happened. But you see what I mean. Like, as long as... I think you should do this laser a bit higher, actually. I'm gonna try and do it. Okay. Yeah, like that. So yeah. I think the short hop in place is a pretty good counter to up tilt into mix up. The only thing the short hop in place really hard loses to is up tilt into short hop back air, up tilt into turnaround up smash. I don't know why the fuck any fox would ever do that. They could. They could. If you do that, you just got red. Like, nothing really to complain about. But up tilt, turnaround up smash, up tilt, back air, things you can fox and even do something like up tilt, full hop in place and come on top of you, like with his own back air over your down air, something like that. But I don't know. There's a lot of mix-ups with that, but I think it's important to know when you can disengage, and if someone is unaware of that mix-up, and you can exploit that. That's pretty much all I'm trying to say. I've been using this versus foxes for a few months now. I run into foxes who double up tilt every time in place, and I run into foxes who up tilt and dash away. And it's like, that's on me to recognize which type of fox I'm playing. The foxes that dash away, you know, I kind of just short hop and get my laser out, or I disengage. The foxes who double up tilt in place, like, it's nice because I know my direct counter to that, and it feels like they are unaware of that mix-up. And again, I was unaware of it from Fox's side because a Falco has never punished a double up tilt like against me ever, and I've played this matchup probably more than anyone like ever, and I've never had a Falco like punish double up tilt on shield like with that type of down or anything like that. So this is from my experience. Hopefully this helps. I don't know, YouTube sucks. I don't know if this video is going to be enough to get them to back off, so if you want more videos on like some mix-ups or whatever, or topics about the game or matchups, whatever, you can just put them in the comment section. Like, I'll read them, and you know, I just might make another video, because it's like, it's easy to make these videos where I just ramble about shit in the game. That's important. I think this stuff is pretty important. But I'm not about to do like any heavy editing or anything like that. I just don't have time for it. But, you know, the information is good. Do what you will with it. You can keep getting double up tilted by Fox, or you can, you know, be aware of the mix-up and do something about it. It's up to you. Anyway, that's it.